Hello friends, and once again welcome to Success Steps. I'm your host Ashish Jain, and today we are going to talk about a very important success steps principle: financial freedom. Friends, success has a lot of meaning for everyone, and sometimes money is not part of that equation. People have different definitions of money. Some people like money, some people think that it's evil. So I don't have anything against your personal opinion about money, but one thing I can tell you for sure is that financial freedom, financial security, financial success is one of the most important things in life that you should aspire for. Because if you are financially free, you can do a lot of things. You can fulfill your dreams, you can make other people's dream come true, you can help other people. And as you know, if you help enough other people get what they want, you will get what you want. These are the famous words from Zig Ziglar. But today's topic is what? How can you make yourself financially literate, financially free, financially successful? And the most important thing about being financially free is learning what financial freedom means. What are the steps you need to take? There are so many things I can talk about this topic, but I'm going to start with 5 basic principles. And these 5 basic principles have been written over and over again in so many books, so many seminars, so many authors, and so many people have talked about these. And these are the essential crux of being on the path to financial freedom. The first thing is, of course, you need to have a plan. You need to have a goal. Where do you want to be? What does financial freedom means for you? Some people think financial freedom means that when they retire at the age of 68, they should have enough money to support their lifestyle. So that's their definition of financial freedom. Some people want to be retired at age 40, 45. Some people even retire at age 30, or they are millionaires or billionaires at the age 30, 35 or 40. And that's their definition of financial freedom. So I have my own definition of financial freedom. You can have your own definition of financial freedom. And as long as that definition supports what you aspire to be, what's your goal is, it's all good. Before I go and jump into the 5 steps towards your plan to become financially free, let me just tell you one thing. Measuring wealth is something that you can do 2 ways. You can measure it in money, which is you can measure your wealth in dollars, like you have $1 million or you have $1 billion. That's one measure of your wealth. The second way to measure your wealth is in amount of time. For example, today, if you start working today, for how many months or years or days can you survive with the amount of money that you have in your bank account, or from your investments, or from the income generating assets? If you can count those number of years or number of months that you can survive, that's the measure of your wealth. So if tomorrow you come back to me and say, I have $1 million in my bank account and it is going to earn 8% income through that investment or through that asset, and I'm going to continue to get that 8% on an ongoing basis, and if that 8% is what you need every year to pay for your bills and to continue your lifestyle, then you are wealthy, then you are financially free, because that $1 million and that 8% will keep on paying for your yearly expenses, and you are happy with that. That's great. So define wealth in terms of how long can you survive without doing a job, without working for money, and let the money work for you. So going back to your 5 steps of financial freedom, number 1, increase your sources of income. If you have only one source of income, think about adding another source of income. If it is active source, which means you have to give time and effort to earn, that's fine. That's fine to start with. But try to make an income source which is passive. And we'll talk about that in next videos. But most important thing, increase your sources of income. If you're doing just job, that's fine. But see how can you increase your income within the job. Maybe you ask for a promotion. Maybe you do more than what you're paid for and try to earn more in near future. So increase your sources of income. There are so many examples, so many ways of doing that. You can take a hobby, you can sell something online, you can start doing something on the side gigs. There are so many things with the internet. Making money is the easiest in this age, in this era. So start by thinking, how can you add another stream of income to your portfolio? Number 2, pay yourself first. Whether you are in a job, whether you are in a business, whether you are doing gig, whatever it is, once you get that income, set aside 10% towards your future. You can live on the rest, but 10%, maybe 20%, depending on where you are in your life, 10 to 20% should be set aside as a saving, as an investment that you are going to invest in something which will create an asset for you and potentially provide you passive income in future. So number one, increase your sources of income. Number two, pay yourself first and set aside that sum of money that you will use for creating assets, make money work for you. Number three, insurance, protection, right? Because once you have enough income, once you have enough assets, God forbid if something had to happen to you or to your loved ones, or even if someone has to sue you for any reason, you need protection against that. So think about that. Ensuring yourself, ensuring your business, ensuring your income, and ensuring your assets is important. Protection against anything that could happen wrong, that could go wrong. So life insurance is the simplest example of that, but there are so many different types of insurances for your assets, protections for your assets, like creating a trust or having a company that owns your assets. So there are multiple ways of doing that, but three important things: increase your sources of income, pay yourself first, and third, secure or protect your assets. Fourth, build assets that produce income, make money work for you. And there are so many ways of doing that. You can have stocks that pay dividend, and you invest in those stocks, it keeps generating dividend income and keeps paying you over and over again. And of course, the stock will appreciate itself in value, which will be another benefit. So invest either in stocks, real estate, Bitcoin. There are so many ways that you can invest the money. Increase your earning sources, pay yourself first, save that money, insure or protect your assets, build assets that pay you income, actively or passively. Either ways, build that. And fifth and most important, focus on your debt management. Good debt versus bad debt. Good debts are those debts which you take to build your assets, to build your business, to build your financial future. Bad debts are those debts that bring you down. Those are liabilities. Buying a new car every 3 years. Do you really need that? Maybe not. Think about those bad debts. Paying for things on credit card that you don't really need, or you just buy to show off to others. Think about those things. Do you really need them? Manage your debt, earn more, save more, invest, and build your assets. These are the 5 simple, small things. If you do them gradually, step by step, slowly, slow and steady wins the race. Einstein once said that the most important discovery made by man is compound interest. So if you put your money in the right place and keep it there for long term, let it compound annually, it will become a fortune when you need it. And that need can be 40 years, 45 years, 50 years, 68 years. It's up to you where you want to go, when you want to be financial free. You can be financial free if you just use these 5 principles and apply them to your life. Learn more about finances, read about things that you need to do, invest in, and I'm sure I will see you at the top. Thank you.